Hello everyone and welcome to a new lesson with Miss Rafa. Today we're going to complete with Unit 9. Stay positive. Open your activity book and let's get started. Values and time. Stay positive. In groups, discuss what you would do in the following situations and why. You broke a valuable vase and your mother asked about the door. You bought groceries and other things, costing 1,750 Syrian pound. You gave the cashier 2,000 Syrian pound, but he gave you change for 5,000. You found a wallet in the street with a lot of money in it. Let's start with some vocabulary. Often, often, often. Responsible citizen, responsible citizen, responsible citizen. Honor the principles, honor the principles, honor the principles. Encourage, encourage, encourage. Productive, productive, productive. Contribution, contribution, contribution. Society, society, society. Community, community, community. Nation, nation, nation. Duties, duties, duties. Clarify, clarify, clarify. Necessity, necessity, necessity. Legal rights, legal rights, legal rights. Welfare services, welfare services, welfare services. Effective, effective, effective. Proverb, proverb, proverb. Participate, participate, participate. Urge, urge, urge. Now let's start with the lesson. Read the text and do the tasks below. An active citizen, a better world. Susan is an orphan whose father died when she was a baby. Before his death, he had a strong will of taking care of Susan and encouraging her to study hard. After her husband's death, the mother worked hard to make her daughter feel comfortable and to try to afford her all what she needed. At night, before they sleep, the mother tells Susan how much it is important to be a responsible citizen who honors the principles of the country. She encourages her daughter to be a productive member of society and a person who makes a positive contribution to the nation. The mother also clarifies the necessity of developing her daughter's character to be strong and effective in society. She tells her that she must understand her legal rights as well as her duties. Susan is sure that life is difficult when you can't have what you want, but she has learned from her mother to fight till the end. She always says her best proverb, "When we don't have what we like, we must like what we have." Susan, who is now 15 years old, works hard to achieve her dreams. She loves reading, so she spends her free time in the school library reading about her country's history and social studies. She studies a lot because she believes that what is hard today will be easy tomorrow, and what is black tonight will be white in the morning. She shares her skills, talents, and abilities with others. In the holidays, she participates in the social activities of her city and looks for ways to make her community a better place to live in. She also urges people of her age to work for welfare services. Now let's see the keywords. Orphan, a child whose parents are dead. Honor, to show great respect. Productive, making goods or growing crops, especially in large quantities. Contribution, an action or a service that helps to cause or increase something. Welfare, the general health, happiness, and safety of a person or group. Now let's answer the questions. What principles does Susan's mother teach her? She teaches her to be a responsible, productive member of society, to make a positive contribution to her nation, to develop a strong character and understand her legal rights as well as her duties. What is Susan's best motto? When we don't have what we like, we must like what we have. How does Susan spend her free time? She spends her free time in the school library, reading about her country's history and social studies. Mention 2 other examples of activities someone does to be a good citizen. This is up to you. Question B. Match A with B to form complete sentences. Encouraging Susan to finish her studies was the advice of her father. To make her daughter feel comfortable, Susan's mother works hard. Susan believes that what's black tonight turns white in the morning. Working for the welfare of society is an important skill of good citizens. Find other parts of speech of the words from the reading text. بهذا السؤال رح نميز بين الفعل، الاسم والصفة. Die, dead. Encourage, encouragement. Create, creation. Comfort, comfortable. Responsibility, responsible. Honor, honorable. Contribute, contribution. Talent, talented. Now let's move on to grammar, relative pronouns and relative clauses. Question A. Choose the correct relative pronoun. Who, which, whose, where, when to complete the sentences. My sister wore a mask. Which made her look like Mickey Mouse. Which عائدة على كلمة mask اللي هي شيء. He came with a friend who waited outside in the car. ضمير الوصل هو عائد على شخص friend. The man whose mobile was ringing didn't know what to do. ضمير الوصل بدل على ملكية الجوال. I still remember the days when grandmother told us interesting stories. ضمير الوصل عائد على الزمان. He didn't wait at the traffic light, which was red. ضمير الوصل عائد على شيء واللي هو إشارة المرور. Is that the hospital where your brother works? عم نسأل عن مكان العمل. Who was that lady whom you were talking to? قلنا لما بنحكي عن شخص بيكون هذا الشخص هو المفعول به، استخدم whom. الفاعل you. I live in the city where my friend studies. عم نحكي عن مكان. Do you know a good store where I can buy a new shirt? كمان بنستخدم ضمير الوصل للمكان. Question B. Combine the following sentences using relative pronouns. A person is lucky. That person has a lot of friends. أولاً منحط الكلمة الأساسية a person. طالما كلمة person هي الكلمة المكررة فبحط بعد كلمة a person ضمير الوصل المناسب who لأني عم بحكي عن أشخاص، وبعدها بحط تتمة الجملة الثانية who has a lot of friends، وبالأخير بكمل الجملة الأولى is lucky. A person who has a lot of friends is lucky. Martha has a brother. Her brother's name is Manuel. منحط الجملة الأولى Martha has a brother. كلمة brother هي الكلمة المكررة، ولكن هون الحديث ما عن الأخ وإنما عن اسم الأخ، فبحط ضمير الوصل المناسب للملكية whose، وبحط تتمة الجملة name is Manuel. Martha has a brother whose name is Manuel. That is the house I grew up in with my sister Emilia. That is the house where I grew up in with my sister Emilia. بشيل النقطة وبحط ضمير الوصل المناسب للكلمة اللي عم بحكي عنها. I remember that wonderful summer the whole family gathered again. I remember that wonderful summer when the whole family gathered again. Lila gave me a beautiful souvenir. Lila bought the souvenir from Al-Hamadiya Souk. Lila gave me a beautiful souvenir which she bought from Al-Hamadiya Souk. The teacher smiled at Sammy. Sammy was working very hard. The teacher smiled at Sammy, who was working very hard. I couldn't write with that pen. Dana gave me a pen. I couldn't write with that pen which Dana gave me. I like to eat at that restaurant. The food is healthy and the price is reasonable there. I like to eat at that restaurant where the food is healthy and the price is reasonable. Last week, I met Mrs. Smith. She lives next door. Last week, I met Mrs. Smith, who lives next door. Now let's move on to writing. Your friend always cheats in the exam. Write about this bad behavior and give some advice. Keep in mind, to give advice for a problem, specify the problem, give details, use words such as I think, advise, recommend, it is better, you should. That's everything for today. Thank you very much. See you next lesson.